This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop. Are you, the pit crew, you are the real star of today's show. Happy Monday to everybody. I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. This was an important weekend coming off of vacation. This was getting everything back up to speed, getting a bunch of new projects opened up, looking at my to-do list that I had created while away and trying to optimize my time and get things really going so we'd be firing on all cylinders. And I will say for a Monday, we are feeling good and we are back up to speed. So you should see some really good content coming from us very soon stuff I'm very excited about. Like we have the next level Challenger cockpit. That review is well in the works. We've got the podium wheel is finally back on the rig and being reviewed. We have another wheelbase. I'm not even going to mention it. I don't want to tease too far ahead. So lots of cool stuff. Plus, I'm really determined to get back on the DIY projects and what you're going to see very soon. And if you're not watching on Twitch, hey Twitch, how you guys doing? Twitchers are going to really be privy to some really cool behind the scenes stuff coming up soon. Again, like today, for example, we're going to be filming and testing the podium wheelbase. That's number one. DIYs, I'm going to be doing, I'm dying to do what is affectionately been called the Deathmobile. 10 years ago, me and Jessica and Darren built the Deathmobile on Inside Simracing. And I have seen maybe 1,000 variations on the Deathmobile since that date. The Deathmobile was built to be as cheap as you could build a wood rig and as quick. And it would only take a couple more dollars and maybe another couple hours to take a Deathmobile and turn it into something that you'd be proud of. A Deathmobile might be functional and you might be proud of that, but you certainly aren't going to look at a Deathmobile and think, oh, look, it's beautiful. It is time for Deathmobile V2 with a little more planning, a little more thought, a little bit more budget, a little bit more time. So that's something that Twitch is going to get to watch happen. We're going to do the whole thing together, and then we'll do an edited version for the show. So those are the kind of things that are in the works. You're going to see a lot coming out of the Simpit very soon. A lot of good stuff coming. So with today being a little light on news, I don't mind taking a diversion, telling you about what we've got going on. So, oh yeah, David, the PVC, the TH, it had like a Thrustmaster type name, the simulator. I see Darren's in the audience. Maybe he remembers the name of the PVC rig. It was awesome too. We might have to do a PVC version too. I also, just a couple ideas. I don't want to let it be known because I think people will copy me, but I want to do an erector set. So I know that people love the P1 chassis, the Simlabs P1 chassis. I know that I love any version of an 80/20 or profile extrusion tubing rig. Simulator, thank you, Darren. And I know that those are great rigs, but they're very expensive. And I thought, they sell that erector set looking angled metal with holes in it. And I'm certain that I can build a rig out of one of those and it would come in cheap and it should be pretty darn strong, made of metal like that. Another variation, and this one I think will be fun. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it right. And I don't mind taking the diversion on a Monday. I want to do what I'm calling the junkyard rig. And I really mean the junkyard rig. And here's the game. And maybe I want to challenge another streamer to do the same thing. Or maybe one of you can, maybe all of you will follow along with me. Yeah, exactly, Cranky. This time it's going to get the proper Simpit colors on it. Maybe some Simpit branding on it. Who knows? Put it up on casters. So, the junkyard rig, here's the deal. Let's say that Friday nights and in a couple of weeks, we're going to get our Friday night racing series. We're going to switch to the Skippies, Friday night fun Skippies for probably a 6-week season starting in 2 or 3 weeks. I'll give you guys more information on that coming. But let's say we plan it on one of those races. The race is at 6 o'clock on a Friday night. 6 o'clock Friday morning, I need to get in my car and start driving around town. And the goal is to drive behind like the supermarket and anywhere people dump crap and pick up whatever I can find to then come home and build as a rig using nothing but like I'll allow myself like zip ties, duct tape, screws, bolts, and things like that I have in the house, but I cannot go to the store and buy crap. I have to make an entire sim rig and then race with my Simexperience. So I'm going to use a real deal direct drive wheel, my Simexperience Accuforce wheel on the junkyard rig, running the race Friday night. So it would be like a 12-hour build of junk. Yes, out of pallets and scrap wood, and maybe find an old shopping cart and use some of the metal. I got to build a seat of some sort as well. So it could be funny, it could be horrendous, and the rig could break during the race, which would be kind of part of the fun. Anyway, enough of that. We are here for the news. That's what we are here for today. So let's go ahead and talk about sim racing. And the thing I'll say before we even get going on sim racing, because we haven't taken enough diversion already, is eSport is the big story. So if you do what I do, which is wake up every morning and go through all these different various websites of every sim and hardware and all the companies involved in our world, the one thing that I will notice now is it's not even about the updates. It's not even about the products. It's not even about the new content nearly as much when you're talking the news cycle as it is eSport. Every company has something going on right now, and this is true from the hardware perspective. This is true from the software perspective. So today I wake up on a Monday, and in the world of hardware, in the world of game updates and things like that, I feel that I would have said today is a short news day. There's not a lot to talk about. However, if you include eSport and you know, I grew up watching SportsCenter, and things like that would give you the news, you know, who the names were. You need to know what teams won. You need to know that the Rams lost heinously to the Buccaneers yesterday. You know, you need to know these things, but maybe you didn't get to pay attention to the game. eSport, I kind of feel like we're on that brink. I'm not quite there yet, personally. So I'm not to the point where Josh Rogers, to me, who clinched the title. So this is the Porsche eSports Super Cup finale at Monza. The race was won by Max Benecke, another name that is becoming a daily name here on this show. And Josh Rogers clinches the title, another name that we talk about on the show all the time. But are we to the point? Is this like saying, hey, the Saints beat the Cowboys? I'm not sure we're there yet. I just am not. So here, from my perspective, covering the news. Well, this is a big deal. Congratulations, Josh Rogers. Winning this championship, Josh Rogers, this is the one. This is the one that if you were to go back over the last decade to declare the best sim racers on Earth prior to maybe the last year and a half, this is the series. This is the one. This would have been the guy who would have beaten a Gregor Hutu, a Martin Kroenke to win the championship. Josh Rogers winning the championship is huge. Max Benecke has been getting better and better, and he is somebody that you're going to be hearing about all the time. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Big name in sim racing. So anyway, congratulations to those guys as that season has come to an end. Another one, speaking of Max Benecke, BMW Motorsport. Remember that competition I told you about? The BMW Driving Experience 120? What a performance. What a race. Congratulations to PRT Maximilian Wenig. We need to start putting the disclaimer up about this point in time. And Maximilian Benecke on winning the BMW Driving Experience 120 at Road Atlanta. If you go to the Twitter feed for iRacing, you're going to see a bunch of various different clips of what went on during the event. I didn't get a chance to see it, but if you're interested in what apparently was some great racing, here's the final lap in... Oh, nope, this is the Porsche eSport. Sorry about that. We switched disciplines on you there real quick. What is the I? No, it stands for you. I, like me, right? Isn't that what it stands for? iPhone. My phone. Don't know. And yes, I think E in our world stands for electronic. I don't know if they ever... Internet. There you go. But iRacing, I would say internet. Internet phone. I think it's more. I like the spin of I. Like it's me. It's my phone. iPhone. All right. What else? More winners. Kuba Brzezinski. Sorry. Kuba Brzezinski. Another name that you're gonna hear. This is a name that I've talked about many a time. One of the best P2 in the Fanatic Challenge on Assetto Corsa Competizione, and he won this very cool McLaren rim. Hopefully, Williams eSport don't have anything against that. Yeah, we'll have to see. These contracts are getting a little more complicated. Maybe you're not even allowed to win that. So that was actually posted by him and retweeted by Assetto Corsa. And with that, you had the SRO eSport GT series going on. And I think I have another story on that somewhere, just maybe not where it belongs. Greg Turner, are you talking about my shiny? I need a... There it is. I need a diffuser. I'm trying to light up this green screen behind me without me. You know what I could do? You guys want to take a test? What I need to do is push myself forward, I think. The proper pronunciation on Twitch afterwards. That'd be a fun contest or something we can do is you guys email me words intelligent. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's that. I think that's the right answer. That is a very intelligent answer. I think you guys should be sending me words in. You should email me words or names that you think you'd like to hear me pronunciate on the show. And then Friday we'll have a special segment of Shaun reading various foreign names. All right, what else? What else going on? Dirt, the Peugeot 306 Maxi is my mission. That's not my story. They just had a road book. That's the story. So at their Twitter page, you'll find that link. When you go to the road book, they talk about various things. Dirt Rally 2.0 available. Gee, there's a shocker. How to, controller settings, and then the latest, the Peugeot 306 Maxi and Seat IB is a kit car, now available in Dirt Rally 2.0. That video actually came out on the 22nd. Cool onboard shots of that. The F2 kit cars are here. Mighty front-wheel drive machines from the 1990s are now available in Dirt Rally 2.0 and are an absolute blast to chuck around the stages. So, anyway, there you go. That's what's going on in Dirt Rally. Benjamin Worthen, I almost called you just the other day. Butchering with Shaun Cole. Yes, intelligent makes total sense. Yeah. Well done. Oh, it's that. If you'd like a Simpit sticker, I will award you a Simpit sticker for having the most intelligent answer on the day. Just email me, Shaun at thesimpit.com, and I will send me your address, and I will send you a Simpit sticker. What else? More winners. I mentioned this one. So Thrustmaster talking about their guys. They made it. 2 at Thrustmaster sponsored drivers will climb the podium of at Circuit Cat Ing today. Huge congratulations to Camille Franchek, and that's the reason I mentioned it. Camille there on the left holding the trophy. How cool is that trophy? We've talked about that with Billy. We've talked about trophies versus crappy prizes in real life and sim racing life. And I'm with Billy on this one. Like, I don't need a crappy paycheck. I don't need a crappy the Camille twins. I don't need any of that kind of stuff. But trophies, something I can put on my shelf and remember the event by, that kind of changes things for me. David Payne arguing the intelligence of that. This is the double dragon, spatial dragon, the Camille Franchuk twins. Anyway, that's a very cool trophy. And just more. Again, what is the news of the day? The news of the day isn't a new Thrustmaster wheel. It's not a patch. Actually, they do have a new controller coming out. But that isn't the news of the day. Their post of the day is regarding their eSport guys. Speaking of which, 2 days, 1 hour, 51 minutes away from the next F1 Pro Series. We'll have to see if Brendan Lay can make a comeback. He is no longer the man on top of everything. I can't remember the name. I need to get my you know what, together. I almost said it. Cranky, that's right. Someone mentioned that. Was that you mentioned it yesterday? Wreckfest is at an all-time sale for 45 minutes on Steam. I don't have the exact price. If you don't own Wreckfest, it's never been cheaper, and it is one of the most fun games you're going to play. Even with the new physics, which I don't like as much. Some like them better, some like them less. I like them less. It's still so worth it. Oh, really? Their new controller? Have you tried it, or that's based on photos? All right, what else, guys? What else? I spy with my little eye. Doug Hawley sent this in. Doug Hawley was listening to the Dale Earnhardt podcast, and he said that iRacing has scanned and is bringing us north Wilkesboro. Sorry, can't talk. Podium Hub should be launching. I was at their site. I didn't see that today. I did not. We can double check. Hey, Gaucho Pinho. Anyway, North Wilkesboro. I don't know why I can't say Wilkesboro right now. And the poor beat-up old track. I don't think they even race there in real life, so I don't know what they scanned and what they're planning on doing. But that track is tired, is it not? But Doug Hawley says that is, in fact, happening. So, not sure the exact date, but that is something a little bit ahead of its time. McLaren Shadow 2019 R-Factor 2 Qualifier. So, this begins today, and it ends on the 6th of next month. So, it is once again time to get out there and get your qualifier in. So there you go, in the McLaren. Look at that. And I know they even have like the world's fastest gamer paint jobs in there if you want to try it out in that. So go to it. Mitchie, are you in the house? Mitchie. I'm assuming you're going for that. Mitchie finished 7th in the qualifier number 1. Just a reminder that this is from Humble, right? No. When is the Extreme sale? Isn't this Humble? This was sent in. Come on, Cole. This was sent in. This looks like Humble text, but decline. The next Halloween sale is about 29 days. Isn't this Humble? Steam. Sorry. Oh, sorry. This is the Halloween sale for Steam. So if you are thinking about doing some extra purchasing coming up, oh, so that wasn't even a joke. Billy Strange. Okay, I'm going to read exactly what Billy said in case you're on a phone and can't read it. Billy Strange. They have not scanned it yet, but they will. Dale Jr. and folks, his buddies, the dirty old bastards, whatever they call themselves, folks are knocking the weeds down so iRacing can preserve the track with their laser scan. You know, I love that word right there, preserve. Let's go back to that photo of Wilkesboro. This is a tired track. I mean, like, this looks like an abandoned track, the kind of place that give it a few more years and it will not be there. And yet, to people who were NASCAR fans of a certain era, this is an iconic track. You think about tracks of yesteryear, like a Kyalami, the original, which is gone. You know, they'll never be able to do a laser scan. They could only do a fantasy version of it. What a wonderful way to protect tracks that may not be there. You know, you think of a place like Irwindale, and Irwindale very well could be gone in a matter of years. It's been on the chopping block for at least 8 years. And, you know, when it's gone, it's going to be gone. And when it's gone, the only version of it will be the iRacing laser scan version of Irwindale. So I applaud Earnhardt on this. That means a lot, and I totally applaud the sentiment and the thinking behind what he's doing. Yeah, Coffolino, that's a relevant point, especially in the world of VR. Assassin's Creed laser scan Notre Dame Cathedral. You know, there are iconic works of art. There are iconic pieces of architecture landscape, mankind, and who knows what the future of all these things will be. Yes, and you could have, wouldn't it be great? Think how many people might have had a trip or wanted or always wanted to go to Notre Dame. And now if they went, they would see the modernized version because it will be rebuilt in some new fashion. But it is a way of preserving the past in a way that we didn't have. I mean, for us, it had to be a drawing. For us, it had to be a picture, a story. Or maybe not for us, but for us, maybe it was pictures and then video. But back in the day, it was drawings and stories, written stories of these things. And you know, whether it be in the game, whether it be in the VR world, whether it be, I think VR tourism is an area they have not utilized well enough. That's something as soon as 3D came on, one of the first things I thought to myself is, how come I'm not able to go to the Louvre and take a self-tour? I mean, I know they want me to come there, but not everybody has the means. And you know what? Even if I did it in VR, that wouldn't stop me from doing it in real life. So I don't think it would affect in a negative way. But where is the VR tourism? Why am I not able to go to the Smithsonian in VR, pay an entrance fee, and tour the museum via VR? It should be here. It's doable already. It's doable yesterday, not even tomorrow. Hey, Shorty, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that very much. We'll see if our little thing updates or if I have to do a little button clickorama. Anyway, good job, Dale Jr. And Halloween sale for Steam coming up in 29. I'm going to have to look into that because that's something that I would use, Tim. If you know of any. If you guys know of any great VR tours, let me know. Yeah, but Theodore, those, in the case of a lot of things, they own, or it could be the you know, every city, state, and country has a tourism board that they're trying to attract people to their country. So perhaps this would be a good tool to bring people in. You know, maybe it would inspire people. Maybe if they had a VR tour of the Great Wall, you know, with some extra facts and things, it would bring you there or make you want to go there. It would be an advertisement for the real thing. Yeah. Well, I'd like to see it all filmed in VR. I don't think it's, you know, it's a combination of, I guess it's still tomorrow. It would be filming it in VR 360 and then having a program that can then give you the freedom to backward and forward the movement, so to speak, or go anywhere in the video. So you would have to turn the video into some kind of a shell, an environment, or a recreation. But I don't know. It just seems like something that could be done. Maybe I'm even overthinking it a little bit there. But all right, what else? What else in the news? What else? Meow Motors. Meow Motors. Meow. How many times can I throw meow into this conversation? First one to know what I'm talking about gets a Simpit sticker. USS Enterprise tour. I'd like that. I just did a tour of the Midway, which was really cool. I mean, it was a real tour, not a VR tour. It was really cool. Yeah, see, but I want the real deal. I want a VR experience. You know, I want what's that? Ready Player One museum. Like when they're there doing the archives. Like, why can I not do that in the Smithsonian right now? Gibson, I owe you 2 Super Troopers. Gibson, yes. Do you want a second sticker? Yours is delayed because of international shipping, but it's on the way. All the others got sent out already. Email me or send me a message on Discord if you want a second one. Let me know what color and I'll slip it in the envelope. Meow Motors is like Mario Kart gameplay with kitties. Anyway, I don't have anything to say on this. I really don't. I can't wait till Ready Player One. And that was my big joke after watching Ready Player One. And I guess this is applicable to what we do. You know, and that's the thing. Star Trek would be an easier way. Doing this first with something virtual is going to be easier than doing it with real life stuff. So a bridge tour in VR should have already been done. But when I saw The Matrix, it made me laugh. Like, whatever, yes, they're going to plug us in and turn us all into batteries. You know, the machines took over the world in a war-type manner, Terminator-type thinking. And then I saw Ready Player One, and I'm like, no, they got it all wrong. We are all going to volunteer. Because the day they give it to us, we're going to be like, oh, you mean I can go from this to a perfect world? Plug me in. So I don't think there will be much of a war. I think we're all going to jump on board for the big loss. Anyway, Meow Motors coming to what platform is this thing on? Mario Kart, blah, 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 blah. Initially, the game was created for PC. What? I don't know. I don't care. It made me laugh. 8.2. It even got a good score. Look at that. Did I just say I don't care? I just can't find it. That was wrong wording. I can't read that fast. Anyway, there you go. There you go. You can check it out at Indie Watch, Independent Watch. Does Meow Motors support VR? Because, of course, no VR, no buy, right? It does not say, nothing stood out to me about VR. Wouldn't your real body? Yeah, but they can just give you like IV food supplements of some sort. Shaun should do a new Cody's Grid game. We've talked about the new Grid game. I think didn't I mention it today even? I thought I had something new on them. All right, what else? Moving right along. I have to pee. This is a funny story, and I need you all to look in the mirror. Look in the mirror right now and answer this question. When did you realize that you were a grown-up gamer? I'm not sure the point of this article, actually, because I thought to myself, you know what? I've been a gamer since I was this big, and I'm freaking proud of it. There's no realization. I've grown up being a gamer. So I don't know who they're talking about who actually woke up, or did they come to gaming late? I'm not sure. As grown-up gamers, we often look back fondly upon our memories of gaming as kids. We've written about our first favorite games, written about games that gave us fond memories in our youth. Special shout out to Pokemon Blue. Now we're getting an idea of his age. And Red, I suppose. Because me, I'd be talking about like Pac-Man, and asteroids, and regularly return to games from yesteryear to see how they play today. Anyway, but when did we realize that we're grown-up gamers? How many of you are grown-up gamers? Do you consider yourself a gamer or a sim racer? I guess is my question to this article. I acknowledge I'm a gamer. I just don't have enough time because I do so much time doing sim racing. So, all right, what else? 10 years in prison for fixing Counter-Strike Go gambling matches. So, apparently, 6 Counter-Strikers in Melbourne reportedly fixing Counter-Strike Go games were found during an SSIU investigation. The participants face a prison sentence of up to 10 years for the crime. When things get worth enough money, people are going to try to cheat their way, and whatever it be, it could be illegal. So watch your ass as we get more and more sophisticated in this world before all of a sudden you find yourself in a world of hate. Zwift, I mentioned this for me more than you. Zwift is the bicycle simulator where you actually ride an actual trainer, and that corresponds with an in-game version of a bike race against others in the gamey sort of way. Zwift, being one of the companies in it, they ink a deal for UCI eSport Championships, UCI being the International Cycling Union. So they're going to have their first online championships. Speaking of cheating, I have already read and heard stories of Zwift cheating. So, you know, I mean, I'm not sure what they're going to do to verify. You know, in the case of like iRacing has cheat detection. So something in iRacing runs a search on your files and internet packets and all these things and verifies that you're being legit. But there's not a physical element, or the physical element you couldn't program. Like, I don't think I can make a program that could drive the sim perfectly. I think that'd be very, very hard to do, because one slight calculation off, and it's just going to continue to get further and further off until it's not even going to maintain the track in my mind. Unless it was an AI, but that's coding the game. I'm talking about something that can emulate my controls better than I can drive the track, and I think that'd be very, very hard to do. Adding performance to my online connected trainer seems quite easy to do. Cheaters are gonna cheat. So true. So true, Bill. You know, and there's a fine line between reading between the rules, or the unwritten rules of what you can and cannot do, and doing what we all know is just straight up cheating. Cheating! Anyway, all right, what else? What else? That's not even sim racing news. We have just a couple more things. Oh, I have more than I thought. What else? New free and paid DLC rolls into Grip, not Grid. Grip Combat Racing. Anyway, if you're looking for a combat racing title, I guess there's new DLC available with, they're calling it the Big Ass Update. There you go. Garage Bundle Pack 3. Oh, that was my stomach, for €3.99. Anyway, just another game option for fun for you people out there. This I don't know much about. Virtual Challenge eSport, talking about an intense disputes mark 6 a.m. Japan. Talking about a in-person event going on. The Brazilian Virtual Motorsport showed to a large audience the highest level of driving and spectacle in the second stage of eSport endurance band sports. I'm not sure. 6 hours of Japan held last Saturday, the 28th. That was this Saturday. On the Suzuka track. A few viewers thought it was a real race with excellent contest throughout the duration, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, congratulations to them on what they're calling a big event. That's all I really know about that. Gran Turismo, this is interesting. Oh, I hate when this happens. Can I refresh this and not put my mouse by that thing that brings a drop down from hell? Gran Turismo spec, and this is unverified. This is coming to us from simracers.es. Gran Turismo Sport Spec 2 arrives October 4th. New edition of GT Sport with all the extras added. Is this for real, or is this, did I miss something? Is it April Fool's Day and I missed something? But, hey, Derek Spear, how you doing? Yeah, well, and that's the thing, but you can't, that has to be from within the AI is within the game versus being able to build. Like, you're a builder. Could you build something that emulated the signals of the wheel and pedals? And could you program that? It would have to be pre-programmed. Like, you'd have to know the track. So you'd have to set these parameters of what the car is going to actually do based on that. And then you'd have to, I don't know. I don't know if it could be done even. An external AI. Can I make an AI that plays iRacing? McLaren Shadow qualifiers are back underway. Round 2. R-Factor Round 2, McLaren Shadow. No, it couldn't be done, could it? Thank you, Derek. Anyway, GT Sport with all the added extras so far, and with some special bonuses for all those who decide to acquire it now. A new push to the title of Sony to continue positioning itself. Yeah, so this is for real? I'm not going to call it for real yet, but yeah. Anybody else hear about this? The Sport Spec 2, October 4th. A pack of FIA certified GT Championship, 10 of the best cars, the world's leading body, valued at more than, I don't know what they're saying. 2.5 million game credits. Yeah. Anyway, you guys hold simracers.es responsible for that one, but I couldn't not mention it. It just didn't make sense. Anyway, Simrace Hardware News and Reviews blog have a little DIY sequential shifter. So if you're looking for a good weekend or week-long or month-long project, and you can check out this DIY mode on how to build a sequential shifter, you'll find that. I haven't done it. Looks like a decent kit. Not sure how hard it would be, but you can check that out. Simrace Hardware News and Review blog. Sorry, let me go back and try that again. Simrace Hardware News and Reviews blog. I actually knew that. I just couldn't get it out of my mouth. Motorsporttotal.com mentioning that Euro Truck Simulator, remember that one too? Renault Trucks T-Range is free update. So if you bought that, which I do have it, you might want to check out because it's going to have an update including a new free truck. Never know. There you go. Check this out. Speaking of trucks, speaking of simulator, this is here at drivingitalia.net. That is a full crew cab truck body up on a 6 degree of freedom mini Cruden, I'd call that. One of those triangular platform simulators. Driving simulator sector grows more and more, and I just like the photo, and I'm not sure where this actually is. This is the Vehicle Dynamics Simulator Laboratory in North America. So this is the real deal simulator for professional use. We're getting closer and closer to being able to have that in your home, though. Amazing enough, depending on the size of your home, I guess. Jeff, I was driving the F3. I like the idea of going after that. Back to butchering. I like the idea of going after that SimuCube. And just a reminder, SimuCube, all you have to do is run in that F3 series 10 races with the SimuCube sponsorship on the side of your car, and you could win a wheelbase from them. Yeah, like only $500 a Roots, right? This is the Digital Cup, FIA Motorsport Games 2019 Digital Cup entry announcement. This is the FIA announced the 16 drivers who will compete in the Digital Cup of the first FIA Motorsport Games after the Nations Cup held last year with a single discipline, a real GT3 race. Anyway, this is the list of drivers that have been invited into this. And, I don't know if I'm going to even... Can you guys see this? I hope you can see it, because Team Australia, Cody Lutkovsky. Denmark, Ian Anderson. Georgia, Team Georgia. Archil, the country, not the state. Archil Tismakurids. Sorry, buddy. Mikhail Hazal, no surprise. Yat Lam Law from Hong Kong. Mikhail being from Germany. Keith Dempsey from Ireland. Team Latvia is Chris Jonzesmus. Tommy, I'm just going to read other names that I know. Only other name I see on here that I know, but Tommy Ostgaard from Team Norway. Some of these names are the biggest of the bigs. So this is the official entries into this very big deal Digital Cup Motorsport Games, FIA sanctioned, which is going to be a big deal. So we're talking Gran Turismo, right? Yeah. Considering this is going to, at the end of the clarity, in any case, today the FIA announced the 16 drivers who will compete in the Digital Cup of the first FIA Motorsport Games after the Nations Cup held last year with a single discipline, a real GT3 race. This year, the FIA wanted to expand the event to 6 different types of motorsport, including the virtual with the Digital Cup, which will complement the other 5 ranging from karting to GT3 in the from karting to GT3. In the virtual field, GT Sport will be used under the supervision of FIA race director Stewart. So this is a real life sim life competition, and very, very lucky contestants, by the way. So we'll keep our eye on that and see how it plays out and what it leads to. This could be, GT Academy doesn't exist in the capacity that it used to be. This could be a twist on a handful of events that might spawn. I'm just speculating here. I'm just throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks. On Friday's pit stop, instead of the Beyond the Sim, because Billy wasn't here, I talked about Logitech purchasing Streamlabs and how that could affect me. It could affect other streamers. Who knows? This is also something going on. NVIDIA has created an AI-powered green screen for streamers. That'd be nice. See my shitty green screen? Oh, I gotta do some push-ups for that one. I see green between my fingers, don't you? NVIDIA has created an AI-powered green screen for streamers. The RTX functions is coming to the OBS platform. So that's good. Could be great. And it just shows you how many companies are getting in on the streaming. When for a long time it was edited content like YouTube and having these videos online, and that's where the big play in the market space was. We have seen a switch to it going to streaming platforms. That seems to be where the big push. It seems to be where the big money and where things are really happening at a rapid rate. So that's cool. I'll have to try that out for sure. Devin, you're going to have to try that out and let me know if I should do it. Green in the gills. Gillis. All right, couple sim rigs to talk about, and then we'll move along. But we built a thing. This coming from BugTZ or 20 hours ago. Just your basic rig. I can't even tell exactly what's going on. Just some. Looks great, man. Very sleek. Looks like just a scratch-built welded tube with a seat on top. Not much to it. Looks pretty lightweight. Wonder if we can get a better. There's a better photo. Interesting concept on a rig. I'll have to keep that in mind when I talk about doing the junkyard rig. All right, here's another rig. This looks kind of scratch built as well. It ain't pretty, but I made it for free with stuff I had around the house. Oh, I'm going to applaud. This is NotSpiff is the name of this driver, and you can see his Logitech setup there. Single monitor up on it, and can't tell what he's racing with. He's got his H pattern there and just built it out of crap around the house. Gotta like it. What else? This. I gotta applaud this one. I am always looking for and trying to find more space. I always talk about wheel stands and their ability to save some space. Check this out. This comes to us from Beef Ramen. Can you guys see what's going on? Has anyone figured it out yet? Space saving. GT1 Evo. I half wall mounted my rig to save some space. I thought I would post for those of you who want to save some extra floor space. So if you want to race in the position of an astronaut ready to blast off, this could be an idea for you. This is the craziest rig I've ever seen. Beef Ramen. I'm not sure if you watch this show, but if you do, please send in more pics. I would love to really show off your rig. I like your putting green next to it. I see you have another passion in golf. But yes, this is this is absolutely one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I applaud you 100%, and it definitely would save some space for sure. All right, just want to congratulate. So the Simpit Russell Alex MK14 Formula Ford Series kicked off this week. I want to thank Shaun for carrying the torch and running with the Simpit Pro Simracing Systems Assetto Corsa Series, and Giancarlo Raggio starts on the pole, goes on to win the race. So congratulations to him. This was at Silverstone 1967, and you can see that Don Debian and Leif Helberg rounded out the podium. And then the last thing I have is, so when did I do this? Was this Friday, Saturday? If you guys remember, the Nordschleife Nürburgring came out for R Factor 2, and Mitchie and I did a community, Mitchie Hoyer and I did a community event and got out there and just turned some laps and had a good time doing it. Involved both of our streams, made it open to everybody. Tomorrow we're going to do something similar. So the Porsche, which I don't have the story of, but I did mention on Friday's show, but the Porsche GT3 Cup car came out from Studio 397 for R Factor 2 as well. So with that car now out, we are going to do another version. I think this time what we're going to do is go to Nürburgring, the GP course, and run that car. I mean, that car and that track are kind of synonymous together. Any of you are going to be welcome to join us. Any of you can come out and race. I will be streaming from my end. Mitchie will be streaming from his end. We're going to do that at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and all are welcome to come join us just for some hot lapping fun and hopefully get a good crowd, see those beautiful Porsches in action out on track, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But that is going to do it for today's show. I know we were a little all over the place. It was a little more concept and thinking. Michael Clark coming in with $20 donation last minute. Thank you, Michael, so much. Goes a long way, you guys. I got to tell you, I haven't said it in a while, but we get a lot of support here on the show, and 50 cents of every dollar goes right back into the show. I was able to buy this Osmo camera to make getting close-up shots of wheels and pedals and things in position and get really still camera. Always reinvesting, able to get this lavalier to do our Twitch streams. We got another fleet of webcams. So Michael Clark, thank you. All that helps so much to keep the wheels turning here at the Simpit. But that is going to do it for today's show. We'll be back tomorrow morning, like I said, with that hot drive of the new Porsche GT3 Cup car with Mitchie Hoyer and company. And in addition to that, Grant Merrill just send me an email, Shaun, SHAUN at simpit.com. I'm being very generous on this glorious Monday. I'll happily send you a sticker. Just send me your address and your color preference. Orange, black, white, or blue. All the Simpit colors included. And 9:48. Yes, right now it is 9:48. So when we're talking about tomorrow morning, 48 minutes ago today, so 11 hours and 12 minutes from now, we will be doing that Porsche drive. And then, of course, we'll be back Wednesday with another edition of the Pit Stop. Beyond that, I mean, getting back to testing on that podium wheel, getting back to finalizing my thoughts on that Next Level Racing Challenger cockpit, and getting those DIYs ready to go. So lots going on here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the pit crew and making it fun just to hang out and talk about our favorite sport, hobby, common interest, that being sim racing. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.